when you're such a fucking nerd.
Hello,
You can
everyone.
just
This
type
is
it out rather
Meltman
than
of
looking it
Gaming
up.
Philosophy. Welcome to.
It's really
I made
bad.
a
You know, I
mark.
can make sheets now no matter what the class.
Okay. Welcome to the stream, everyone. This is gonna be a little bit different here. We're doing Vampire the Masquerade. This is my first time using Zoom. So we're trying for atmosphere. I'm dressed up in something that you probably wouldn't normally see me in, and I am going ahead and using chroma capture to try to go and do this. I won't be playing an actual game per se as video game. It is going to be tabletop tonight, so it is going to be very different than my normal fare. Catherine Knowles here is going to be our storyteller. Second, her camera kicks back on. There we go. She'll be handling everything as far as running the campaign. Crowley, you can go ahead and find him over on Twitch. And Brother Death and Taylor will not be using webcams tonight, as far as I'm aware. So, that's the intros. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. And here we go.
Superficial. Okay. Let's get it on.
All right. Now that that's out of the way. Although I expect that many times throughout the course of the stream, I'll have people joining in asking what's going to happen. So if I go quiet, I'll just obfuscate myself off to the side and explain things to the chat.
No problem.
So what I've learned that's super useful, if you have yourself muted and you just hold down the space bar, it temporarily unmutes you. So I found the push to talk button. You just have to be muted for it to work.
It sounds echoey as all get out, though.
It's once again, it's because there's her mic is like 2 feet away from me, so we're a little close. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a
What?
trial period for us to figure out how to unecho each other.
Unecho each other. Okay. Let's see here.
I'm gonna have to kick you to the other room.
You turn your tolerance up.
Noise cancellation might help. And Zoom does have noise cancellation in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, that would be worth trying. You'd have to do it on your end, so I'm not popping through your. Well, I'm echoing through that microphone. That's the problem, not this one.
Fuck.
Yeah, we can hear that on your mic, Catherine. Okay.
Lost my pen.
You lost your what now?
My pen. I like to write things down, you know.
Oh, you need to make notes. You're a note taker. Okay.
I am.
I'm going to rely on my merit.
Otherwise, I forget things.
I think I'm just gonna have to talk kind of quiet so it doesn't echo. I think that's the best solution.
Canty ASMR? Oh man.
Belly, have you ever heard of Word?
I know, but I like to write things down physically.
Well, I mean,
Stays in
if
the
you
mind.
have a phone, most have a note functionality too.
It's true. Alright, so I have in the chat for Zoom, I just put it so all of you can have it. If you go down to the bottom, you'll see the chat option. I have the blood potency information there, guys.
So I'm assuming discipline power translates to character sheet to power bonus, correct?
So, blood surge means that if you want to use some blood points, aka risk getting hungry, you can rouse the blood to make yourself stronger. Since you're only a blood point one, as you can see, it says blood surge, add 1 dice. You're only going to get dice that you can add. But hey, it's an extra die.
Oh, the connection has gone south again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my guy liner.
Hey!
Yep. All
What
right.
happens when you clean?
The connection just kind of fixed itself. It looks like it might still be poor, though.
Unfortunately, Spectrum's internet out here is kind of ass.
I could put
So-
on my
so-
VPN.
I don't think that's going to help your internet.
I know they well, every fucking company throttles internet, so that's not really just spec.
Found it.
You found the pen that you needed, huh, Crowley?
I need to put ink into it. It will be a.
God damn it, Crowley.
He's gonna do it right.
He needs to get ink for his ink pen.
Interesting.
I didn't know he was actually using a quill.
I got my quill downstairs.
I don't own a quill.
So, at what point do we go and give Crowley the archaic flaw?
God damn it. Yeah, you're done. So you're
No, again, I'm just here for entertainment value.
Hmm.
That requires you to be entertaining.
Ooh. There are gonna be burns tonight. I can tell already.
I'm tired, which means I don't think what I say. It just comes out now.
Yeah,
Oh,
were,
no
were you
different than normal?
tired or
Oh no, it's different.
were you tired or drunk in my chat last night?
Neither. I just love fucking with people.
Oh, okay. That explains a lot.
All right. Well, I know Meltman's basically almost finished. You just had to add the blood potency stuff. Then I know
Yeah,
you're
I-
finishing up your.
Yes,
merits.
I did go and get, it says discipline power in your notes in the chat, and it says, but there's no discipline power section on the character sheet, and it's frozen again. This is going to be a struggle.
This is gonna be fun.
It's
So,
okay. You may
Yeah,
be
we're
coming back. Oh,
That's the serious conversation face right there.
yep. Who do we have to strangle to go and get better internet?
I'm quite good at strangling people.
Oh, a professional, are you?
You could say that.
Oh, sorry, bumped the mic. I haven't worn this shirt in like forever, and it is stiff from being in storage. You know how it gets. You get something that's had a little starch in it and was iron last time you put it away, you pull it out, and it's just like a board.
Oh, I know.
I hope she isn't talking to us because she's still muted.
She's doing
Alright.
work on this end.
Oh, okay.
so for discipline power bonus, be underneath blood surge. It just power bonus.
Okay, that's what I was just double checking to make sure that I was putting the right number in the right place. And I didn't see Rouse reroll in
That'll
there.
also be right next to power bonus.
No, I mean in
So
your
you have-
notes.
You're gonna be, I believe, a level 1, but let me double. Yep, level 1.
Okay,
So
so
basically, meaning if you roll a 1 discipline and it requires you to rouse, you get a reroll on those.
so
you
it's 1 1 1 1 none 1.
yep,
Okay.
easy, yeah.
All right. So let's see here. And it has for a minute there, it actually shrunk your screen because of low bandwidth restriction. Zoom is weird. This is my first time using it, and I'm not sure I like it, but I'm not sure I don't like it.
I'm pissed
It
that I had
takes
to
getting
download
used
it.
to, for sure.
You're pissed that you had to download it. It was a small download. Come on.
Bro, I have like 6 gigabytes in my entire computer right now.
My regulars know how often I have to uninstall games just to cover new games.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I feel that. I feel that so deep in my soul. But then again, you know, I like huge games.
Yeah.
Does Discord let you video?
Hold
Or
on.
it's
But you
just
what? You
chat?
cut out.
Yeah, you cut out bad.
Sorry, does Discord let you use video, or is it just?
It lets you use video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use video.
You know what?
Uh,
Okay. I do need to ask a quick question. I do have blurps still
47.
turned on my stream where people can donate bits to play an audio sound on here, and you know, one of my viewers, Adworks, says consider disabling blurps for these kind of streams. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do
Probably
that.
good. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah. I mean, I love letting people doing that, but I think for this, let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah, if Zoom keeps cutting out, we wouldn't be opposed to trying Discord to see if that would work better.
Fucking wonderful.
Yeah, we might need to. If it can go ahead and do a more stable experience, I'm sorry, guys. I do love what the whole ambiance that Catherine's putting on with the music and everything.
She can still play the music if she just streams her like music
Yeah,
player
but
or
then we could
something.
see her screen unless she has multitude.
She
Yeah,
could just
I
stream
can
the
give it a
music
shot.
player.
Yeah. Okay, so Adderworks,
Motherfucker's got a fat butt.
blurps should be paused for
Yes.
now. If you could double check that for me, bud, I'd appreciate it.
Yes,
Refresh.
give me your monies.
I not saying that. I was just asking him to refresh the page to see if it says that blurps are temporarily disabled.
Ah.
God bless. Plus, he donates enough already. He doesn't need to be that. He doesn't need to be giving me bits. He's like off and running in the top 3 donators every week. Plus, I think out of a lot of people, he's probably one of the people that have donated the most games for me to cover, too. So, big contributor. Much appreciated.
Should have seen me when I was working. I had an actual fund for Twitch, and it was like $3 a month just for Twitch.
Jesus.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Okay, so blurps are still working. I told it to pause. It says pause. Okay, and
Getting funky.
at least
Getting funky.
at least
Getting funky.
hold on.
Getting funky.
I was dealing with a reverb issue. There we go. Why is it when I'm telling it to pause? Let's see. We'll go ahead and exit out of there. And
You're a wizard.
okay.
That's what she.
Okay. I have it successfully paused on my end. If you would refresh your page, it should hide the blurps or at least make them so they're not playable anymore.
I'm shockingly comfortable.
What?
Like I could
He's very
fucking take a
comfortable.
nap right now.
Let's make sure you get character creation out of the way first. It should say extension and pause right next to the blurps now. Okay, good. All right. So, what's the game plan? Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I know Meltman, you're basically already almost finished. Taylor, you're basically finished. So I just need to finish Brother Death and Crowley. Crowley, how many have you gotten done or nothing so far?
I got my backstory.
Okay.
That's honestly the part that takes the longest, so that's fine. All right. I don't know how much you want to keep secretive from the other guys, so if you need, we can about it on a separate channel. But we can still at least start getting your character ready. So, do you need a blank character sheet, or do you have one?
I have the thingamajig that was sent to me, and I'm also writing everything down on this.
Okay, perfect, yeah. So basically you start with your attributes, 1 at 4, like 3 at 3, 2 at 2, and then the 1. So.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me on passing out money in Monopoly, how they have different values that scale down like that. So,
How many at 2 and how many at 3 again?
So it is 1 at 4, 3 at 3, 4 at 2, 1 at 1. 1, 4, 3,
You
2,
cut out, sorry.
4, and 1. I'll say
Just
it here.
type it in
Okay,
chat.
That's gonna make it easier at this rate.
Don't be yawning this soon.
All right.
I was gonna say, what at 5? Fuck yeah.
I know, right? Oh, crap.
Hell yeah.
So, which stat should I correct to be maxed out? What?
All of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
that means I should probably get to work.
If you
Even
have
though
any
I-
questions
Ah,
about
click the
what
fucking
the
zoom button, goddamn.
attributes do, just let me know.
Yes.
Resolve.
So, yeah, composure and resolve both on your willpower. Resolve is the ability to keep calm in a bad situation, basically.
Okay.
And composure is your ability to not lose your cool. Kind of.
It's more of a social skill, composure,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here?
Your mental resolve or your social composure. Which, if you pair them between the main tree that they're part of, it makes them make a little bit more sense. So you get your physical strength, your physical dexterity, physical stamina, social charisma, social manipulation, and social composure. And then, of course, you know.
I'm keeping things simple. I want to punch people. Hard.
Well, it's probably good you're playing a Bruja then.
You're going to be a
Right.
strong boy.
Hey, Daniel, welcome to the stream.
So wait, are these for attributes or are these for I don't know what's going
That's
on.
just attributes.
Attributes.
All right.
Yeah, that's just attributes. We haven't gotten into skills just yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question then, because this debates everything.
Mm-hmm.
What attributes correlate with what skills? Because it doesn't tell me.
There's a reason for that. That determines based on what you're doing. So let's say you are running away from someone quickly, then most likely gonna be stamina, because stamina is based on how long you can do something, and then athletic. It just basically how vampires, depending on what you're doing, I'll either ask specific attribute, or sometimes I might just say, give me a mental, and you can give me your highest mental. Give me a physical, and you can give me your highest physical.
Yeah.
So it's very determined on the situation.
And some of them you can kind of go ahead and predict what skills and attributes are going to co-align based on the action you're trying to do. Like example, if you're going to be picking a lock, you're probably using your dexterity and larceny.
Correct.
Or if you're trying to, you know, make someone believe a lie that is beneficial to you, it's probably manipulation and subterfuge. Maybe charisma and subterfuge. It depends on the person, and if you're a more charismatic person, then you are
Right.
manipulative. So
Often you get the choice when it comes to attributes, which is really nice. It's the skill that's usually the more specific one.
Huh.
So, I mean, here's one for you that might be an odd combination. If you're trying to win a battle of Dance Dance Revolution, would it be technology and dexterity or athletics and dexterity?
Could be either, honestly. My opinion. Yeah.
Well, if you're going
Everyone
to use
does.
technology for Dance Dance, you're going to be cheating the goddamn game.
Exactly. Basically, depending on what combos you use is going to change how you're doing it, but you can still get
Yeah.
the job done either way, you know.
Is it important to your character how they do a thing or that the thing gets done?
Right. See, all this is... can't use any.
You said 13th, right? Generation.
Yes.
Correct, yes.
We are on the low end of the totem pole of the blood pool.
Oh, I have my attributes down.
All right. Next up is skills. So there are some skill distributions that you can do. There's Jack of Trades, Balanced, and Specialist. I'll just send that via chat just to make it easier for you guys so you don't have to look it up.
Yeah, personally, I think I went with balanced.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Because, I mean, specialist is really good if you want to be like ace at a very specific set of skills. But jack of all trades, of course, means master of none. So you'll have a wider range of skills, but you won't be incredibly good at any set skill.
I'm a specialist. That's
All right.
the one I like.
Here's the first one coming in.
I wanted a good smattering of skill points, so I went with balanced. Because I didn't know where I'm going to end up.
It's a safe way to go.
I'm starting to wonder if this is my character's motto at this point. So many choices I've made, which was the safe way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you just pick one of those 3 skill distributions and then just plug in what you want.
Oh, Yalrak, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, bud. 4 months in running. Thank you so much. You watched the Necromancer videos I sent you, and you absolutely love them. I am glad to hear that. There's a D&D YouTube channel, and I shared with him the stories of Astashan the Grey.
Ah, Astashan, yes.
Yes. Yes. I figured you would love those considering you're playing a Necromancer in an upcoming D&D campaign. And you were going to be chaotic neutral, so a nice neutral Necromancer story is always good to hear with that, because so often Necromancers are always played as evil characters, so it's nice to have a solid story of someone that is more middle of the road instead of absolutely evil. Sorry,
I played a good Necromancer.
A good Necromancer. Well, that can definitely be done. I did play a monk Necromancer multi-class that specialized in draining stats of enemies to disable them instead of having to kill them. It was an interesting experience. Oh, we got some tunes going.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we about up in here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write down all the skills on my little notebook yet. I'm just gonna use the PDF for now.
Is probably the best way to
It's gonna
go.
take a while to do.
Gonna take a hot minute.
Yeah. What are we looking at here? There's got to be 7 times what? 3? Wait, no, that's not 7. That's 9 times 3, so that's 27 different skills. And they are not short words. Intimidation, performance, investigation, technology, academics.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Subterfuge is a difficult one. Almost, yeah. I'm glad to hear that those videos are going to be a good information for you, Yalrak. And just remember, if you can, we're going to go ahead and do some Neos VR tomorrow. I sent you the time for when we would be doing that, right? In case you'd be interested. Sorry. I'm being too social with the chat.
That's how it should
That's
be.
fine. You can
That's
just
fine.
there is a mute button occasionally.
I mean, we're not in a scene or anything right now, so I'm assuming that it's okay.
I'm trying to put numbers together here, man. This is serious business.
So if I were to just start saying 5, 3,
Okay.
2, 6. Sorry, Crowley.
I can still hear
Sorry.
you. It's left. I'll come back. I'm counting.
Yeah. No. No, I didn't tell you that we're doing some Neos tomorrow. It's not going to be streamed. It's just I'm trying to get some more people interested in it. So I have a group of friends. We're all going to hang out in Neos and try to get used to that VR social platform. So meeting up in Neos around 11-ish Pacific Standard Time. So yeah. If you have Neos VR set up, I thought we talked about this because you said that your VR headset's mic was.
But
all
anyway,
bunged
what's
up.
next?
Oh, sorry.
Well, if you guys are done with skills, you can then move on to specialties. So you get a free specialty. You have to have at least 1 point in the skill to get the specialty.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have at least 1 point in academics, craft, performance, in science, you get a specialty. I can send the list of specialties if you need me to. Just let me know which ones, if any, you have 1 point in.
I do have 1 point in science.
Science? Alright, I'll repeat it. It's academics, craft, performance, science. So
Okay,
Curly
so
has silence.
I have academics and science. It's a 3 point, which basically means this is just basic knowledge your character just understands.
Yeah, you get a specialty. I'll give you the list, and in that blank spot right next to where it says science, you have that blank area. That's where you put the specialty. So
Yeah, every skill has specialties, but normally you only get them when you get that skill up to a rank of 4 or higher. The 3 point is just your starter free. Well, you've got to be good at something, so here's just what you're naturally attuned with.
You thought, motherfucker.
and you also get a free specialty at any skill that you have with at least 1 point in it. You get to pick one free specialty. So
okay. So we get that on top of the ones you listed?
Yeah, so on
Okay.
top of the academics, craft, performance, science, you get to take one free specialty on any of the skills that you have a point in. Once again, just let me know what you want, and I'll send you the list I have coming in the chat for the science.
No, I took my specialty in the path on. That's right, for medicine.
Yeah, you should be all good. You got your one right too. Your free specialty.
Yeah, that's what I was double checking. Because I took mine in medicine.
Question about the skills. What is insight exactly?
Insight's your ability to read if someone's lying, their intent, that kind of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I go ahead and get the specialties for occult and academics as well, please?
Yes, absolutely.
I think you know exactly why I want occult.
Yep. That's a good one to have.
Wink, wink, nudge,
So
nudge.
So first up is occult. Send that in. It should be all of them. And then academics.
Gee, I wonder which one he's going for.
You know I'm a necromancer, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this previously.
And that's
Not
academics.
at all. Surprised like ritual casting isn't a specialty there.
Okay, I got my skills done.
Okay, and academics. So I need to choose between science and academics for my free one.
I said, yeah. As long as you have 1 point in them, you automatically get the specialty in academics, craft, performance, and science. You don't have to pick, so you
hell.
automatically get it. Yeah.
So if I don't have any points in any of these, what happens?
Then you don't get a specialty, unfortunately. And you just get one specialty in whatever one you do have points in.
That is
You're
what we
Bruja.
call.
You don't need that crap.
Okay.
That is what we call in the business get fucked.
Well, I mean, you might want to put a point into craft and then see if you can go and specialize into something like gunsmithing. I mean,
Well, all you need is firearms. If you have a point in firearms, you can get specialty gunsmithing.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That
point in craft then. Okay.
yeah, a point in firearms, a point in craft. Those would be ones that you, as a Brujah, you want to be able to take care of your weapons, right?
Yeah, I don't
Are you
want to
like-
break my chain.
Are you fisticuffs?
Yeah, he's pulling a Ghost Rider. He has a chain.
Oh shit. Okay.
I got a couple actually.
He's
I see.
okay.
Was that Nicolas Cage in the movie?
Yes.
Is that...
Yes. Yes. Nicolas Cage, the actor that only has to ever portray himself.
Right.
Just crank it to over the top Nicolas Cage and everybody loves it. Yeah. And that's not me saying he's a bad actor. They're just saying that he's made a career out of it.
So if I have a point in craft, do I get a specialty?
Yeah, I'll give you the list of specialties for craft.
Okay. I guess there's no like brawling specialty.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
there's a brawling
specialties.
skill with there should be.
Yeah. So if that's what you want to be
So
your
I get
free
like one specialty.
You
you get one free one anywhere.
Free one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where should I put my free one?
I mean, if you're gonna be fisticuffs, brawl's the way to go. But if you're using like chains and weapons, then melee would be better.
Okay.
All right. So craft, I have coming in.
Oh, and Catherine, if I am trying to be helpful, but I end up talking to you at any point, tell me to shut up.
Oh, don't worry. I don't believe in any of that mansplaining crap. I don't care.
No,
He talks a lot.
He talks a lot.
I don't know. Shut up, please. Inform me when I'm talking over you.
Okay. If I'm playing a character, I might tell you to shut up. But other than that, I don't care.
Well, if we're doing this in character, I'll be playing in character too, which hopefully I can separate my natural inclination to
I could be a
hammer.
carpenter.
Right.
I think I'm gonna be a carving specialist. That'll be my little hobby on the side. I just.
Aw.
Yeah.
A woodworking beast.
I'm just a simple farmer.
All of a sudden, a vampire hunter comes after him, and you're ridiculing him on how poorly made his steaks are.
You call that a fucking steak? You couldn't put that through a goddamn
Look, you're
cherry.
seeing it against the grain. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Watch as the actual vampire hunter starts looking at their steak and not paying attention to you because they're trying to figure out what they did wrong. That could be hilarious.
But
So
if
these
you wanna
specialties, you
do-
get like a special skill or something, right?
You're more.
So
How do
basically
they
how
work?
basically how specialties work. Let's say you do, I don't know, academics, English literature, whatever. If you're doing anything that involves reading English literature, then you get an extra dice. Let's say you did drive, you specialize in street racing. Anytime that you're street racing, you get that extra dice on top of what you already have in the skill of drive.
Okay,
It's
can I
basically
see
just a
that melee specialty then?
Yeah, I got it right here for
Alright.
you. Alright.
Cold coconut, MF-er right straight out. That's the specialty you're looking for, isn't it, Crowley?
I think
We'll
it's
see.
hit people with chains.
No, that would be melee.
Chains, I think is actually even yeah, it is. It is an option on
Improvised.
there.
Ooh,
There you go.
fantastic.
Oh, chains are there. Holy shit.
Yeah. So, you want to go ahead and channel your inner Ghost Rider as a Brujah, Crowley, go straight for it. But
It's
don't
just
light
my
yourself
wallet
on fire.
chain. Wink.
let's just try not to go ahead and get you possessed by the spirit of vengeance anytime soon.
I don't know what that is.
Spirit of Vengeance is the angel that inhabits Ghost Rider.
Ah.
Well,
Is that
Yeah.
Kevin in the Vampire the Masquerade?
Ghost
Ghost Rider.
There is some spirits that definitely are part of the world. Yes.
Some, I'd say a lot. Yes.
I'm trying not to blow anything here.
There's a lot of because there's also like the Kindred of the East, which comes with a bunch of other crazy shit like Buddha and all that stuff is technically real. It's like
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the companion books that work in the same skill system, there are actual human mages that exist in the world that are like everything from mediums to like Doctor Strange level of you do not want to
I
fuck
don't
with
have them on
them.
Discord. Right.
So, yeah. And then, of course, there's also werewolves. Those you don't want to deal with. You don't want to deal with those if you can help it. Freaking aggravated damage is just. Catherine's just sitting there nodding. I know exactly what he's referencing.
They're just so bad because you have a young vampire. They're so weak. They
Yeah, and a pack of wolves corner them and you're done.
Even if it's like a fresh new werewolf, even a baby werewolf will absolutely booty bounce a powerful vampire. They are fucking awful.
Yeah.
All right, it's official. I'm a chains specialist now.
There you go.
Okay. I'm still trying to go ahead and decide. Do I want to go ahead and put my free in science or academics, since that's the two ones I get to pick from?
Should be going through. Oh, jeez. Get that out of here. This will be for you, Death. Coming in. Oh, gosh.
I think I'm going to go academics research, because my character will have a lot to rediscover, considering the change.
Yeah.
Also, I see the comment about having to change my AI course persona. I am not an AI, Adderworks. I am a person. Shush. It's an ongoing meme. It's an ongoing meme. My viewers accuse me of being a synthetic person, like a synth from Fallout 4, to not being real, being an AI.
See, that requires an off switch, and we've learned very quickly that there is none.
Thanks, Brody. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that'll go and get those specialties all set up. Do we have people still deciding specialties, or are we done?
I've chosen.
Okay.
All right, then next up, it's for you, Crowley. This one is more specifically for you. So you have to pick your discipline, since you are indeed a vampire. So I'll send you the ones you get to choose from for Bruja. Just make it easier for you.
So does that somehow saying that the rest of us aren't vampires, or that we've already all selected disciplines?
I mean, you guys already selected, right? Taylor already did. Yeah, Crowley hasn't yet, so. Alright. Bruja.
Bruja.
And I'll also send this to you, Crowley. So, on your character sheet, you'll see on the front, you'll see like the 3 columns underneath the skills, and one of them says Clanbane.
Yeah.
I'll send that to you. So there's also information in there as well. So your Clanbane, bam. It's a lot, but your Clanbane is Rebellion. As a Bruja, you can't, whenever your beast starts to take over from various situations, don't worry about it. But once your beast starts to take over, you have the urge, and it's all listed there if you want to read about it, but you can't help yourself to rebel a little bit, which is why Bruja are always anarchs. You rarely see a Bruja in Camarilla, and they usually don't last long anyways. They don't like being told what to do. That's for sure.
They don't work well in a chain of command.
Right.
Ever.
Exactly. Yeah. Alright.
And I mean, if one Bruja tells another Bruja what to do, that first one better be able to take the second one out if they need to. Because it's more of a might makes right kind of system.
Right.
For them.
Okay. I feel like I'm back in the mental hospital at the Alistair's place. This creepy music. Okay.
Sidwell approves.
So for Bruja, for your disciplines, you can take Celerity, Potence, and Presence. I know that probably doesn't mean much to you, so here we go.
Nope.
Those are in fact words.
Yep. So celerity is supernatural quickness and reflexes. So like the very first like level 1 is either like Cat's Grace, for example. You can, it gives you the capability to be a master trapeze artist. You can like walk across a thin line of string, for example, at full speed. It gives you crazy talents in your agility specifically. Next up is, potence. So this one's probably going to interest you as a Brujah. That's the discipline of physical vigor and strength. So if you're going to hit someone and you're going to hit them hard, potence is the way to go. You can use like aggravated damage against mortals at level 1 just by punching them in the face. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, your fist enters their face enters the back of their head.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Presence, I'm not sure if that'll interest you. I'm not quite sure what your character's personality is, but that is the ability to attract, sway, and control emotions. You can either make people want to come towards you, or you can make them want to run the fuck away, repel them from you. It's basically controlling people's emotions and how they feel about you is what presence is.
Yeah, kind
How
of
do
the
they feel about
impact.
your presence?
Yeah, the impact of what happens when you enter a room.
Exactly. So you automatically get 2 points to spend in one discipline and 1 point to spend in another. So you're going to be picking 2. So you can either do like 2 in potence, 1 in celerity, or however you want to do it. But I will give you the levels of what, so you can better decide what you want.
Okay.
There's a ghost behind me.
Oh. I got a little ghost myself.
Pepe hands.
Pepe.
Okay, celerity.
I've seen some pretty scary stuff done with high celerity before.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You see them right there in front of you, and the next thing you know, they're already shanking in the back.
My favorite
God dang it,
celerity.
Taylor.
Right. My favorite for celerity, it's a higher level up one, and it also takes to have another discipline, but it's literally bullet time, where everything slows down as you're like, doo.
Yeah, some good old Matrix
cool.
BS.
Fucking Max Payne.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good reference.
Okay. So, this is the level 1 for celerity coming through. There we go. Send it to Crowley. One. And rapid reflexes. Okay. Oh, I was like, what in the world did you just give me? Okay.
Liquid.
Agua.
Agua.
Alright, so those are the level 1s for celerity, and now I'll send you... You only get one choice for level 2, and that's usually the case for most disciplines. Not all of them, but... So this is the level 2. Well, Jesus Christ.
I heard that thump.
I know, right? God, I'm trying to hurt myself. There we go.
That's my job.
Whoa, alright.
Wait, domestic abuse.
Where's my dinner, woman? Smack. Even though you're the one that
Wait.
made me food.
And here I thought it was a kink thing. Jeez.
Nah, I don't cook. Hell no. He does all the cooking. I hate it. Hate it. Okay.
I only went to schooling for 10 years in cooking.
I made
wow.
burgers.
Burger.
You a flipper boy?
You know
You
what?
can flip.
The worst
Oh,
thing...
I'm great at flipping.
The worst thing, spending several years learning how to make a perfect lasagna and then developing lactose intolerance.
See, that happened to me, right?
Yeah.
I still tell my body to fuck off.
Yeah, when you eat pizza, you bleed every goddamn time. I know.
See, my reaction to it is much different than yours. I could make that killer lasagna, eat it, and then I would be spending the next 2 days in the restroom.
I'll be spending the next 2 days in a coma.
Yeah. No. So, I mean, we react to it definitely different. Your reaction is definitely different than mine. Yours is more of an overreaction. Mine's more irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh boy.
So these are called disciplines, right?
Yep, these
Yep.
are disciplines. So far I've sent you the ones for celerity and potence. So for level 1 celerity, you can either choose Cat's Grace or Rapid Reflexes. And then if you decide to make celerity your 2-pointer, because you get 1 2-pointer, 1 1-pointer, then you get Fleetness. I also sent you then Potence. So Potence, the level 1 is either Lethal Body or Soaring Leap. Lethal Body is the one I was talking about where, yeah, you can literally... It's specifically for mortals, but you're dealing aggravated damage just by punching somebody. Or you can do the other one option is Soaring Leap, which is what it is. You can... Let's say you're, like, running across rooftops. You are just, like, flying in between. It's ridiculous, but... Very, I mean, if humans see it, they're gonna know something's off. Just be careful with that one. Same with any Potence ability.
We're filming a movie. We're filming a movie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Oh man,
they're-
that's some fucking stunt work right there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's our parkour specialist.
Yeah, we had him set up with a launch pad that went ahead and gave him some extra lift.
No, it's just wires, man. You just,
Just, smoke and mirrors.
And the last one was present.
Yeah, last one. So also for the level, if you decide to make your Potence level 2, then you get Prowess. And that's where, like, yeah, it's just, once again, you're going to get greater strength from your blood. I do believe, yeah, it does take a rouse check. But let me send you the presence now. It's the last one. There it is. Alright. Presence at level 1. There's that. And then level 2. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my heart.
I know. My heart.
time to wake up.
It's wake up time! Oh god, that brings me back. Now, I'm going to say this mostly for my chat. This is a session 0, which means it's mostly going to be character creation, which means you're probably not going to see too much in the way of action. We might have some, like, intro scenes that might happen after character creation is done. I think those will mostly be one-on-ones with the lovely Catherine here. So that means there'll probably be a time where me, Crowley, and Broder will be just BSing while she's off with Taylor, or, you know, me go ahead and doing a bit with her, so, or Crowley with her, to go ahead and kind of just get our stories going. I will only be sharing my perspective of those conversations. If you want to get Crowley's perspective, don't spoil anything for me. Oh, you're not streaming?
Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought you would be streaming this too. So I guess you guys
I'm going
will...
to stream the sessions.
Ah.
I didn't know exactly how it was going to go down today. So.
Yeah, that's fine. If you guys want to wait till Saturday, that's totally fine then. We can then just do that. And now that I basically know what you guys want to do,
all right, I have choice.
I have an idea how I'm going to start getting everyone together. So.
All
right. So you have your disciplines. Which ones did you go? Would you go?
Potence and presence.
So
2
2
for
in
potence,
potence.
1 for presence.
All right. Next up, as a vampire, is your predator type. You're gonna get some extra. You're gonna get some flaws as well, but you're gonna get some extra specialties or advantages with that.
I love Brother Death's cameras turned on.
Yeah, he turned it on and just like, I'm seeing sunglasses and the balaclava. I'm like, okay then.
I've seen his face.
Well, yeah,
I'm on a hit
you weren't
list.
streaming, Crowley.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm on a list.
You're one of the special ones.
Boy, what was that
Oh,
about
I
a
bet.
list?
I'm gonna say, I bet based on
The
your
list is-
internet search history, you're on a couple lists.
Fuck you.
Crowley, I sent you a link. If you click that link, it'll show you all the predator types and all what they come with. So, I won't go through it. It basically says it clearly what it is. But as a Bruja, you're most likely either going to do Alley Cat, Extortionist, and honestly, that's maybe Osiris, but I really don't see you doing that one at all. Maybe, but...
I had an idea, but I didn't want to tell other people about it yet, so
Right.
we
If
want
you want to
to
just
discuss.
Yeah, if you want to just send it to me in chat, you know. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take. If it's too long, then we can just, you know.
You know how to do
Alright.
chat just to specifically one person, right, Crowley?
I can wait.
Aha. Direct message?
Yeah. Where it
There you
says
go.
2 at the bottom.
Yeah.
You can also just use Discord. I don't care. I have it all open. Doesn't matter.
You could make an entire channel dedicated to character creation alone, could you, AdWorks? Yeah. Character creation can be a bear depending on what games. Thankfully for Vampire, it's actually fairly simple. It's not like 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons where you have so much to pick from.
Yeah.
In a way, I love and hate that they simplified things down to like 5th edition in Dungeons and Dragons now.
I hate it. Unfortunately, just the thing I hate most about 5th edition is magic isn't special anymore. Every single class can do magic. It sucks. So it's like being a wizard and sorcerer is kind of, it's not as fun as it was in 3.5.
True.
A barbarian is casting spells. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I do kind of enjoy how they handled meta magics though for sorcerers. Having the sorcerer pool.
Right, yeah.
That is a nice change, but I feel like they had to do that because otherwise it would be exactly like you said, just like
Yeah.
so
You're
the
not
only
special.
yeah,
Alright, I
the
sent
only
you my idea.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, extortionist might be the best for you then.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that one. Especially because if you look at the specialties that you get for it, I feel like that first one is a good
Because
one.
I saw a
for
Scene
you.
Queen. I thought that might work.
Yeah. Usually, Scene Queen is more so like, for example, let's say, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a celebrity off the top of my head. I don't know. Let's say like
Lady Gaga.
Sure, Lady Gaga became a vampire. Scene Queen would most likely be for her
Okay.
since she has like her own subculture. She has fame and status. You're not quite like that. I say extortionist because of what you
Alright.
said. You know, if they're, I don't want to give anything away, but
Yeah.
you're
So
kind
this
of
goes into the Predator or
yeah. So at the very top, you'll see on your character sheet. Yeah. You'll see where it tells you to pick your predator, and it'll be a list that you can just, you know. I don't know if extortionist is on there. You might have to type
it's
it in.
not. I'm gonna
Yeah, it's one of the ones they added with the core book or the companions book, so you'll just have to add it.
How do I edit this?
You're just gonna have to click the empty slot and type it in yourself.
Yep.
That's what I am trying to do.
I had to do that
Oh,
with
it's
one
not.
of my merits too because it was a little extra.
And yeah, with that you get a free specialty. I think the first one, the coercion, intimidate, would be good for you over the larceny, security.
Crowley being big, broody, and scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially since he decided to go with presence as well. That really just feeds into it. Crowley enters a room and he says, "You now." And they're like, okay. Sure.
Oh, so I'm getting mugged.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, it's not letting me put it in there at the very top, and I can't. Oh, wait. Oh, I can click on those ones, not that one. I'll just write it down. Extortionist.
We are gonna have to get him the archaic. So yeah, like I said, probably for your specialty, I think intimidation, the coercion one would probably be for the best.
Okay, where does that go?
Right
So-
next to intimidate and skills.
You could type
Okay.
in coercion.
Oh, Adderworks suggested celebrities, Vin Diesel. Yeah, I could see Vin Diesel being a scene queen.
That would be hilarious.
Mm.
Yeah. I love Critical Role.
Oh, I got some Matt Mercer comments going on there.
Love it.
Yeah, man. Matt Mercer just did an interview with Phil DeFranco just recently too.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I had some spare time. I sat down and watched it. It was pretty good.
I love
I'd say
Matt
I call
Mercer,
Fortune
but
down.
okay, perfect. I love Matt Mercer, but I would give anything to be married to Marisha. I love Marisha Ray. So good. All right, so for next up with your feeding type, you also get to gain 1 dot, and you get to choose. You can either get, and this is for your disciplines. You can either choose to get a dot in your potence, like you already have, so you can bump that up to level 3, or you can get the discipline of dominate at level 1.
Okay.
And I mean, it is what it sounds like. So I'll just read you what they have.
It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, so dominate is mind control practiced through one's piercing gaze. You can stare at someone and either, at level 1, tell them, like, I said forget! For Sid, there you go. And their memory clouds and they kind of forget what happened. So let's say, for example, you get caught feeding on someone. You look at someone, tell them to forget, and everything that just happened kind of just fades away.
I think I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, or the other option you can do is called, oh gosh. I'm trying to remember exactly what it's called. It's not compel, is it? I can look it up. But basically, it's you give a single, simple command to someone, and they are inclined to follow through with it. I can send those to you, so let me go ahead.
I think the first one, can't you also go and tell someone just to go to sleep as well?
I don't think they sleep. Yeah, hold on, I think it's more so kind of like they stand there all wheezy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have it here, though. Come on. There it is. Okay. So, level 1, cloud memory. By uttering the phrase, forget, the user can make the dominated victim forget the current moment as well as the last few minutes, enough to mask a superficial feeding or a chance meeting. No new memories are formed, and if pressed, the victim realizes they have a few minutes missing. Or you can do compel. With eye contact, the vampire issues a victim a single action command, no longer than a short sentence to be obeyed to the letter. It must be possible to complete the command in a single turn. And blah, blah, blah. It's all up to me. So let me send
So
this
can
to
you
you.
compel someone to fall asleep?
Yeah. You could do that one. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So forget or compel.
And I'm sending it to you in the chat, Crowley, so you have it.
Yep.
That is...
Then again, with potence, Crowley could just literally just knock them the piss out.
Right.
Or, with presence, he could compel them through intimidation to just do what the hell he wants. So,
Yeah, I think I can make them do, but forgetting things
that might be actually the most useful to you, Crowley.
because I can make them do whatever the fuck I want. I don't need no magic Pammy bullshit. Except to, mind wipe.
Oh, okay. So these aren't the droids you're looking for. Doesn't work for you. You got to have the neuralizer. Got it. I know where your fandom lies, Crowley. Less Star Wars, more MIB.
I think cloud memory is going to be the best for you, but it's in the chat.
Oh, E.T., no. Yeah. E.T. says hi. She apologizes for not making it tonight. So, hi, E.T. But yeah, don't worry about it. You focus on feeling better. We talked about this. Just try to relax and just focus on feeling better.
I guess I put my abilities in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots.
Yeah, you fill in the circles that match the rank you have in that discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cloud memory it is.
Yeah, I can. If you guys ever need like an example character sheet, I have a bunch. So.
As any good GM or storyteller should.
Right.
These old characters make for great NPCs.
Wait,
They
Melty,
really do.
Yes?
can I be seen on stream?
Yes.
Okay, so just for the legal thing,
It's
these are
plastic.
toys. These
Yeah.
are toys.
Uh-huh.
High detailed replicas.
Yes.
Highly detailed replicas.
Okay. So I assume they were airsoft guns.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Airsoft or paintball?
Yes.
Hey, Death, I like your Redditor cosplay.
I'm DJ Scully.
Yeah, TJ Scully. Halo! Welcome to the stream. You're new here. Yeah. Yeah.
All
No.
right.
So this is a session 0, Halo. Welcome to the stream. We are just starting out, character creation, that sort of things. I don't think we're announcing what clans we're playing because we're keeping outside character knowledge outside. So because this stream is going to be from my angle, you'll get the information that's pertaining to my character as that comes up through the course of the stream. But we don't want to spoil anything for anyone during the campaign because the Masquerade is all about secrets.
Secrets. And then for you, Crowley, once you finish that, you also get choose between the two, or you can do a combo of. But you get to spend 3 dots between contacts and resources. Contacts are humans, not vampires, just so you know. So for example, let's say that you want to be a marijuana dealer, for example.
Okay.
Then you can have some contacts of, well, who are you getting it from, and that kind of thing.
Who's
who
your
are you selling to?
distributor?
Right. That's what contacts usually is, of course, depending on your background. Resources is based on like money. If you are a marijuana dealer, do you have just some other people selling for you, and they're coming in with some resources and some money of what they're doing? So you get 3 dots. You can either put all of them into contacts, you can either put all of them into resources, or you can do 2-1, however you want to do it. So
Okay, where does this go?
So on the back side, you will find at the very on the second page, you will find where it says backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yep, you'll find where that's both where the contacts and resources is, and then you can determine how many dots you want on each. Are you more so relying on, I don't want to give anything away, but are you more so relying on things? If yes, resources. If you're relying more so on people, contacts. Depends on what your character is looking for.
All right, I picked.
On background, I haven't done that either yet, but given the nature of my background at this point, I did get 1 resource dot from other things, but I haven't put any more points in. You said there's 3 that I need to distribute?
Only Crowley does, based on his
okay.
feeding type, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had just gotten in there. You're just, okay.
Yeah.
So I
know,
got
there's
mine
a,
from...
There's a
feeding.
lot with your feeding styles that you get for it. So
Yeah.
I still have 2 more to do with. Well, no, it's only 1 more to do with him. Your last one for the extortionist that you get, Crowley, is you do get an enemy flaw. So on the back side, you'll see background merits flaws. That's where you're gonna put. You might have to type it in. If not, then if you can't do it because it's acting weird, I know for a fact on backgrounds there is an enemy option. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. That is going to be something we're going to have to talk about. It's a 2-point enemy flaw.
Okay.
So the example that it has here is it could be the police. You could have a warrant out for your arrest. Or it could be someone who escaped from you and now wants to seek their revenge. Either way, there is a 2-star individual or organization that either wants you dead, arrested, or maybe just wants to beat the ever-living crap out of you. That all kind of determines on your story.
The Aid of the Gator.
And this one is for everyone if anyone hasn't done it yet. It doesn't matter what, who, when, where, why you are. Everyone's going to be getting this. Everyone gets to spend 7 points in advantages and then has to pick 2 points worth in flaws. Now this is the one that's very much determined on the person individually. So need be, if this is where I need to, you know, maybe go into separate servers, I will. Because, you know, I don't want to give anything away. Meltman, you already has yours.
Yeah.
Taylor, you already have yours. Okay. So it's just Death and Crowley. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, when we were getting started just a little bit early so I could get volume levels and everything set up for the stream, we knocked that out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thankfully, with the background, a lot of that just kind of made sense.
Alright. Well, I don't really care. Meltman, you're all good. So Crowley or Death? Who wants to go first?
Give it to Death. I'm trying to
Okay.
work this flaw thing in.
No worries.
Death
Hey,
was
Jenk.
pointing at Crowley, and then Crowley's not looking up. He just said, "Go ahead and do Death."
I can see out the corner of my eyes.
Alright. Well, I'm going to put the rest of you in a waiting room then, so.
All right.
All right.
And we get to go ahead and get shunted off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just me and you, chat. So since it is just me and you and we have some time to burn, this is Theo so far. So this is the character that I'm working with through character creation since it's just me and you. And I don't want to just sit here. So Theo is a concept that I worked out with Catherine ahead of time. I'm a failed blood experiment. Basically, I was the leader of the Chantry for the Tremere clan. Had gotten permission for a no question asked raising of a childer. And they did a ritual using an ancient scroll and an artifact that supposedly had the blood of a Methuselah in it. So technically I am of Clan Tremere, but let me go ahead and pull up the Discord description that I gave Catherine. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Using an ancient blood ritual, incomplete and of unknown origin due to the age and lost documentation, and requiring the blood of a Methuselah that was hid inside an artifact that was rumored to be a statue of someone close to Cain. The thing is, it was messy, the embrace violent, the promising human that was chosen for the embrace was almost destroyed in the process. Once stable, they were kept like a lab rat for months, with little to no explanation and only basic memories remaining of their human life. After tons of testing, the whole thing was ruled as a failure of unknown cause. As while I had changed, not only did I lose who I was as a human, but the common traits of Tremere were vastly muted. Thus, it was surmised that the blood artifact was likely a well-made fake, and seemed to be nothing more, as I seemed to be nothing more to be a catif at best. As there was talk if the leader of the Chantry would be held responsible for this screw-up, possibly a unknown party stepped in to take charge of me, under the assumption maybe something can come of this. Throwing away a childer after all that work would be even more wasteful after all. better to watch and observe what they have the potential to become. So basically, my sire is an adopted sire, Maldivis, and she's going to be looking after good old Theo, but he is going to arrive to her kind of beaten, battered, and bruised from some not too gentle testing done by the Tremere at the Chantry. So that means that as my character is an outcast of the Tremere, that is my character's dark secret. Only the high-ups of the Tremere know that I am this failure, and if I go around claiming that I am a Tremere, then that will besmirch the name of the Tremere. And they're being perfectionists, they would rather see me dead than being a walking, talking failure that claims that I'm a member of their clan. So that's why I'm outed. Now, side effects, of course, of that ancient ritual is I am unboundable. I cannot be bloodbound to any vampire. Whether that's the ritual itself or the blood that was supposedly belonging to Methuselah's working, I don't know. I naturally seem to have the ability to retain information with eidetic memory really well, and I can go and hone in on different blood types very well, allowing me to have a higher resonance when doing my disciplines. I'm going with a mental, physical, and social-based character here. So my brain power is where I'm going to be relying the most, but if needed, I could get physical. My social skills, though, being that I've lost everything that made me human, that's where I'm going to struggle. I'm going to be a sneaky boy with some blood magic here. So stealth is high, blood magic is high. And my disciplines I will be rolling with is obfuscate, which is going to be my highest talent. And this is basically the ability to not be seen. So with Cloak of Shadows, literally, if I'm holding still, people will have the natural inclinations to just not observe me. So if I'm standing in a room, I'm that one guy that until he moves, you would have forgotten that he was even there. So unnoticeable. Unseen passage I get with the second ring of obfuscate, that will allow me to pass through an area and actively try to remain unseen. With the third rank, I can even cloud machines to make them not record me. So I won't show up in photographs, I won't show up on camera, but again, I have to choose for either of these to be active. This is almost a completely passive abilities. These two I have to concentrate to be able to achieve. And then, of course, with blood sorcery, I think I get to pick corrosive vitae or taste for blood. I believe it's one or the other. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to talk with Catherine more about that. But my second level ability will be extinguish vitae. Vitae is the energy a vampire draws from the blood. So corrosive vitae would be the ability to go ahead and turn my blood corrosive so I could use it as a weapon. Because I have no real other damaging abilities, I might go for that one. And then extinguish vitae is where I can go ahead and reach out to another vampire and take all the sustenance that they got from a recent meal and remove that sustenance, thus making that vampire instantly hunger for blood again. Which, when a vampire gets hungry, they have to contend with the beast within. Each vampire has a beast that controls their predator-like instincts. So my predator, per se, is the Sandman. So naturally, my predilection is to find sleeping victims and to feed from them without disturbing them. They don't need to die from this, mind you. You can feed gently from a victim without killing them. And of course, that is the goal, because the whole point of the Masquerade is to remain hidden. Dropping bodies left and right will often get vampire hunters coming after you, and I don't want that. So the humans hopefully never know I was there. They wake up feeling a little fatigued and drained as I've taken some blood from them in their sleep. With the combination of stealth being high and obfuscate, sneaking in up on a sleeping victim and draining them of blood is going to be fairly easy, I think. And of course, if I get a couple more ranks in blood sorcery, I think there's eventually an ability that allows me to drain blood from a distance that I'll be working towards. Still working on backgrounds, as that is incomplete, but that's my character. So we're dealing with a sneaky boy that's also got some talents for blood magic. I'm not a brawler. I am very much a caster. But, you know, I'm a caster that no one seems to notice is even in the room. So, but that's to give you an idea of what kind of character I'm hoping to portray. Good old Theo, thrown out by the Blood Mage clan, the Tremere, just because he wasn't what they expected to get from the blood ritual. So there we go. Since it's just us, I figured I would go and give you that little bit of a spoiler while Catherine is helping other people out. What days will we be streaming Vampire the Masquerade? What we'll be doing is it's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays. This is as this is session 0, it's outside of the normal schedule, but session 1 should be this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Crowley will also be streaming on his channel, so if you do want to make sure to go ahead, if you want to pick up Crowley's perspective, he's not streaming right now, but let me go ahead and let's see here. That's his Twitch channel. So if you're interested in watching the Vampire Masquerade stream from both my perspective and Crowley's perspective, I highly suggest you follow both of our channels. I don't believe anybody besides me and Crowley will be streaming. But again, if you follow my channel, you will get all of the one-on-ones with me, with Catherine, our storyteller, aka professional GM. If you follow Crowley, you'll be able to listen on those. We just ask, as you are passive viewers, do not spoil any in-character, out-of-character boundaries, which means that if I learn something in character, I should be able to act on it. But I do not want to learn something about character information that I wouldn't know about Crowley if you watch his stream. So please don't spoil things in the live chat for me. If I learn anything about Crowley's character, I want to learn it directly from gameplay. I don't want to learn it from a spoiler in live chat. And I hope you guys understand. I'm pretty sure that most of you are wonderful folks. You understand and get how we want to keep out of character information off to the side and not have that poisonous fruit in the game. Because once someone knows something out of character that would be useful in character, it is very tempting, even for the best players, to go ahead and act with that knowledge rather than to not act with that knowledge. And it just makes it easier on the GM to just keep them separate as much as possible. And again, as I said, I'm only spoiling my character because you're watching my stream. If you want to learn anything about Crowley, you'll have to see from his angle. And he's choosing not to stream the Session 0. I'm the only one streaming the Session 0 because I thought it would be an interesting way to go and get a primer in there. Get you guys used to this kind of format and how it works. I should have thought of more to cover during this. Do you guys have any questions for me since we do have this downtime? Any questions, queries, suggestions? I would love to hear them. You know, you could do other games, but there is a question. Well, I don't know how short this intermission will be where she's talking to another player, and I would hate to go ahead and jump into something else because the risk with jumping into another game while we wait is someone's looking to watch Vampire the Masquerade and they tune into someone that's got their stream tagged as Vampire the Masquerade, and here I'm playing something like Nova Drift, which would probably be the only game that I would probably play because Nova Drift is just an arcade kind of space shooter and it can be picked up and put down at a moment's notice. I wouldn't want to get invested in any sort of game that would be more involved than something I could pick up and put down. But when you go ahead and play another game, when someone tunes in, you don't want them to feel like they get jebaited by someone mismarketing their stream. Let's see. Do you prefer post World of Darkness or the pre-nuke? Not sure I understand the question. Could you elaborate on that more for me? The rule revamp. See, this is the thing. If you're comparing the different editions, I think the only time I played this Vampire the Masquerade was back like in 2nd edition a long time ago. This is my first experiencing playing 5th edition. Because I haven't played in literal years, so I don't have enough experience to justify that answer with a valid answer. I would say give me some time. Give me some time before we go ahead and... What's my favorite clan? Tremere! Tremere has been my favorite clan for the longest time. I like the idea of blood magic. So yeah, Tremere is one of my favorite clans. If you've watched any of my streams, you know I tend to like magic, period. That's why when you see me go ahead and play a character in D&D, you'll see me leaning into being a mage more often than not. When you see me playing even the Minecraft streams I do on Mondays, of course, the mods that I lean towards is Psalmcraft, which is, again, a thaumic alchemy of magic, so to speak. So I naturally like magic-based things, because, in a way, what was the quote? Any science that is significantly advanced is indistinguishable from magic. So I do like technology, I like science, but I also believe that a lot of things that we don't understand, like quantum mechanics and those little bit of wonderful things, I think is that sort of thing. Hey, brother, I didn't realize you were watching my stream. I may have spoiled my character. I talked about my character earlier. Hopefully you weren't listening too much since you're in the campaign. And we're trying to keep out-of-character information out of character. You just joined. Okay, no one tell him all the stuff I just said about my character. Spoilers. Naughty, naughty. Yeah. But as you may know, Brother Death is one of the players in the campaign. So it's myself, Meltman. We have Taylor, also known as Canty. We have Brother Death. And then we have Crowley. And then we have Catherine, which is our GM or storyteller. And then I had a friend, E.T. Laserbeam, who would be joining us as well. Unfortunately, she is feeling ill and could not join the Session Zero. But Catherine is very much, Catherine is very much willing to go ahead is sit down with ET at a future time between now and the session 1 this Saturday. Get her set up. You won't be staying when the call starts up again. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm actually considering whether or not I should just go to an intermission and then just go ahead and step away, take a break, use the restroom, get something to drink, because sadly, my chalice is empty of libation, so I must get beverage. So, does that sound good to everyone? We take a short break and come back in just a little bit. You're working on maintenance? Yeah, on your airsoft guns, right? Yeah, I figured as much. All right. Yeah, you definitely don't want that to cause any jamming. Then you lose the pressure of that air, and you just can't go ahead and hit targets as accurately, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to a short break here, folks. Let's throw that intermission screen up, and I will be back momentarily. And, you know, hopefully when I get back, the call will have resumed. So, burb. Okay, I am back. Okay. Hack. Sorry, I must have just missed you when I went on break there. You're not going to go and see much going on right now because we're using a Zoom call as a way to go ahead and do as a way to go and do this, as that was the preference of the GM or storyteller that is running this campaign. But basically, this is Vampire the Masquerade. It is a tabletop RPG. And basically, let me see if I can pull something up here. Throw that up there. Boom. So, yeah. So right now what we're doing is we are waiting as the GM is having a one-on-one with another player. So the Zoom call basically is on pause. So this is, if you're familiar with D&D, it's a lot like that, but a whole lot different. And again, the comparison that I would make where D&D and Vampire are different. D&D is more of numbers and focuses on mechanics and stuff like that, whereas Vampire is more about theater and intrigue and politics. So again, it's going to kind of be more of that sort of thing. So less murder hobo, more court intrigue. So, but again, it is very much a pen and paper RPG. It is going to be something that sadly I don't have much to show you here right now, as Catherine, who is our GM, is currently in a meeting, and because we're using Zoom, my webcam is, well, I suppose I could try to see if I could turn my webcam on right now and see if it'll work, because Streamlabs and my and the Zoom call are competing for use of the webcam, and because I am currently in, there we go. Oh, that's not good. Let us go ahead and fix that a little bit. There we go. A little bit better. So, and because, of course, people asked me to go ahead and be dressing in character, because people were asking for that, I did go ahead and get dressed up a little bit. Nothing too fancy, but you know, nice dress shirt, nice vest. So we could go ahead and do this. The hair is still kind of crazy, but you know, that's me. Not much I could do about that. So yeah, so again, that's what's going on. Oh, what you going on about, brother? Well, I mean, again, you dress the way your character would dress given their situation, and the nature of my clan and their predilections. If I didn't look at least a little fancy, it would probably stand out a little bit. Bears could be vampires too. Thanks, Adworks. Thanks. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to, I'm wondering which way you're implying that term. You know, phrasing. I know exactly what you're doing, brother, but at the same time, uh, be careful what you say. My viewers tend to take things out of context and view everything to a certain thing. Yeah. Anyways, so because this is a D&D or RPG that's tabletop and roleplay is a very, very big part in Vampire, even more so than it is in D&D, that is why when people were saying, hey, we're going to dress in costume, are you interested? I pulled this outfit out, which you probably never seen me wear before because this was garb that I used to attend an actual masquerade ball that I went to a long time ago. Oh, my goodness. So, um, but yeah. Huh? I'm like, what? Hey now. Basically what I was getting to, if you notice that the blurps are paused for this stream, roleplay and people suddenly, throwing voice lines in may not come across well. Because I think Zoom will pick up on system-based sounds. So if you blurp me, it might end up blurping the entire Zoom call. So, last thing I need when trying to roleplay is someone to play a clip of me talking about jiggling a joystick. If you know what I mean. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carlos. But again, don't normally wear this kind of thing. Again, people asked me to dress in costume for the vampire I was going to be portraying, and this is what I had on hand that worked for that. But thank you for the compliment. I should have probably done something with the beard, though. Maybe trimmed it a little bit shorter. Yeah. Yeah. There's a question. What kind of question do you have? Zoom versus Roll20. We went with Zoom because that was the GM's preference. But I would have said that if I had my preference, I would have gone with Fantasy Grounds. It would neither be Zoom nor it would be Roll20. I think Fantasy Ground works really well, and they do have the Vampire Masquerade rule set built into that. And the reason why is Fantasy Grounds is a subscription-based service, but the GM is the person that needs to pay for the subscription. All the players can come in as guests. So I would have said that if I had a preference, I would have gone with Fantasy Grounds. Keep in mind, I am not sponsored by them in any way. I get no money for saying that. That's just my honest opinion. It was Fantasy Grounds was introduced to me by a fellow gamer, a good friend I refer to as Doc, and also known as the Mask, from a D&D campaign that I play with him. Yeah. Bring down the sides a little bit. Yeah. Just probably trim a nice clean line in here. Go ahead and get a little scruff on the cheek off. And then just thin the sides down a little shorter. Then I'm just wondering if I should go and get some conditioner for the beard to go ahead and get it to a nice silky smooth. But a lot of that costs money. And as you know, guys, although this, dress clothes is old stuff that I had kicking around, it is not necessarily fine cut. This is more theater level clothing, if you know what I mean. Which, if you've ever worked in theater, you know that stage clothes are not real clothes. They do not hold up to day-to-day use. They're something that are given out to play a role and often need a lot of maintenance because they're meant to fit the role. They're not meant to be worn. If you've done any theater, you probably know what I mean by that. So yeah. But yeah, if I was doing more well financially, I probably would take the time to go ahead and get some beer conditioner and just go ahead and put that in there to go ahead and get this to be more of a less of a wiry mess. So, how do we kill this empty time? This is something that I should have prepared for though, because I know this happens when there's going to be a lot of secrets in a campaign. One-on-ones happen frequently. So, a traveler character gen just for kicks. Interesting. Your internet went down for a bit. You didn't miss anything. We're still waiting for the one-on-one to resolve itself that the game master is having with another player. So I risk turning my webcam on, even though Zoom's not going to like it when the call resumes, which means that I will have to turn my camera off in the Streamlabs and then turn it back on for them to be able to see me on Zoom. So that is the thing. Yes, you've made very clear that you are not a fan of Zoom. The thing is with Discord can, I think, fights with my camera just as much. Streamlabs, when you're streaming, is definitely a very particular mistress. She wants control. She does not want to share control with other programs. So you cut out when you asked about Black Clover. Well, I don't think I ever saw that question. So I don't think that question made it through. Last thing I saw from you was Looking Sharp Melt. Oh, the black cover back here? Yeah, because when I'm in the Zoom call, I'm using a program called Chroma Key that basically replaces the background with a generic. Oh, call may be coming back. All right, I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Deactivate. No, that's deactivated. Zoom is not responding. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Did I break Zoom? Or was Zoom always broken to begin with? Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You are actually in question with what you're doing. Are you in a nice place, or? I figured you would be. Maybe not. I'm not saying a mansion.
It would be a nicer place, yeah. It would probably be one of those like upscale apartments, since I do live alone technically, like one of the ones where you have the whole floor to yourself and there's a door guy at the bottom kind of places.
Mm. All right, so we are coming back to the Zoom call now, folks. And I'm trying to get my camera. So I know I switched cameras for the sake of the stream, but I probably won't do that again because it kind of screws with the Zoom call just a bit.
Yeah, I like Discord next time. I have Discord and I've used that, so that's
And
fine.
shocker there.
Well, no.
Right.
This would be probably the same either way, is because Streamlabs is a greedy mistress. She doesn't want to share my camera with anybody.
I see.
Well, if we do end up doing Discord, you can still stream your music and stuff. If you stream like the application, we don't have to see your desktop.
Yeah, I can do that then. We can give that a shot next time if it works better. Because if the connection is a problem, then
Yeah.
I don't want.
It was in the beginning. It's good now.
Yeah, it's been going good for now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spectrum.
Right. God. Let's talk about monopolies. I hate internet.
Ooh, well, who knows? Maybe Starlink will be the savior that it says it's going to be.
And maybe Google can start putting their fiber in the fucking ground.
Well,
Right.
that a lot of utilities should be ground-based that really aren't. My camera isn't coming through, is it?
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and try this again. Turn it off and turn it back on again.
Good old fashioned.
Do 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 do.
One thing I will talk about while you're doing that is I've already mentioned to a few people, but so on the first page, underneath skills, it says Chronicle Tenants.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any topic, any children or essay or not essay, like essay, anything like that that we don't want to talk about, that we're not wanting to breach?
This is basically topics that should not be on the table, and I think it's very clear, since this is going to be streamed, anything that would break stream TOS should be clearly something that we veer away from.
Okay.
So, yes.
So
Yeah, so we probably shouldn't rape too much. Yeah.
See, I fucking told you, Melty.
You know what? You told me, and okay, Chroma is just not going to work for me, so I'm just going to have to go back to just this works. Chroma's being a challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have to not have the artificial background behind me. You'll just get the drop cloth. Sorry.
Well, it's better than that dirty ass bed of yours.
Oh, you fucking
Hey,
what,
have you
mate?
done your bed? Have you done your bed yet? Have you done your bed yet, Mel? Have you done it?
Take that canvas
done your
down, motherfucker.
I don't think he wants to turn the canvas.
Let me check
Oh.
something real quick. I'll be right back.
Goodbye, Meltman.
All right. Well, if we are gonna do terms of service, then yeah, I imagine staying away from
What do you think?
kids. At least
It's
that.
me.
There you go.
That corner is not made.
Yes, I think we can get away with child murder, but anything else, I think that's too far.
Right. So essay is probably also not okay. That kind of stuff. No raping or anything. So.
Damn, tragic.
I know.
Okay, so what I missed, since you guys
I
seem to be
wanted to
obsessed.
essay all
we
those
can still
children,
kill
damn
them.
it.
Okay, so
All dressed like a furry.
So I mean, I do know that ET is still interested in joining us. She's just feeling ill today, but she did state that she does not want to be included in anything lewd. So I mean, that would be the only caveat
I proceeded to
outside
say,
of outside
you're
of
with?
TOS.
Then
So-
she probably shouldn't play a Torador. Just throw
Yeah,
it in.
I think that we kind of
It's a
figured.
siren feeding
Yeah.
proficiency.
So anything that would be very graphic, even in description, should probably be kept to a fade to black kind of situation.
Yeah. Okay.
out of respect to her preference, if she is included in the stream. If it's something where she isn't here, maybe we can get more descriptive. But while she is joining the call, to respect her wishes, that's all I would ask.
That works for me. Yeah. But we don't need, I mean,
I was gonna detail
nice to
every
know how-
thrust.
It's just nice for me to know how dark it can get.
All 3 inches.
I'm fine with dark and descriptive.
Gotcha.
Sorry, yeah.
God damn it, Crowley. I'm okay with dark topics. It's just, I don't care for making light of certain things. So things like, suicide and stuff like that, if it's being handled in a very respectful way and not being made light of, I'm fine with it. But
Wait, you mean I can bring in Hank the Helpful Haji?
I don't even know what that is, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to know.
Well, so Malkavians are a whole clan, so mental illness is going to be something.
Oh, I understand
addressed.
that's going to be something
Yeah.
that's discussed.
Yeah,
But,
so I just
I
want to
mean-
make sure if there's any mental illnesses that are a no-go, just let me know. If let's say for example.
Well, okay, all right. This is something that most of my viewers know, but my mother is elderly, and she is grossly suffering from dementia, and we don't know how much time she has left. So, me personally, I would prefer we steer away from that, because there was a game not too long ago that I streamed that I literally had to stop streaming because I had to help a character pass on who was struggling with dementia, and I'm not a pretty crier. All right,
Okay.
let's put that out there. So let's please steer away from anything dementia related. I would appreciate that personally.
Okay.
And that's
I got
because
pretty bad PTSD.
it hits way too fucking close to home.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, what did you say, brother?
I said I got pretty bad PTSD, so I'll let you know when it happens. But
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, I don't really see it popping up, and if it does, it'll just be, the only time I could see it happening is if for some reason you're looking through hospital records and it might just state that someone has it, but I don't
Yeah.
see us going into, it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be a problem, but then again,
Yeah.
I didn't think that video game was gonna go and literally. But then again, it's
Right.
spirit farer, so you're helping spirits pass on to the next life. I just never
Oh, I
expected.
heard about the game.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard
a
pretty
good game if you like your heart getting ripped out and stomped on, because they make you you build friendship with each spirit before you help them pass on, and then
that's about how it works, yeah.
yeah, and then of course having this particular spirit having the same condition that my mother has, it was painful.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but I don't expect that situation to really come up much. But if I were to have anything that would come close to that, that would be the only one. Lucas, violence is going to happen. We're not going to outlaw violence.
Oh, violence is going to fucking happen.
That
Yeah,
one-
yeah,
that's
that-
my entire character arc.
Yeah, I mean, we have Crowley being a brouhaha,
Let's not have him
telling
reinforce his character.
Rotor to go ahead and be peaceful. I don't know about Taylor. I don't know. Taylor, are you?
Oh, here comes out the replicas
Are you
again.
much of a pacifist? Yeah, yes.
Depends on the character I'm playing.
Sorry, we're not allowed violence?
Yeah, put away the airsoft gun.
Yeah, the highly detailed replica of Man Mower 2000 over here.
Yeah.
No, you want Man Mower 2000, that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
Just a little.
Yeah, Adworks in my live chat says PTSD is a thing. Meds for the win. Yeah.
Oh, I don't take meds.
Yeah. Well,
Probably
each-
should.
Yeah.
His
each
medication
people-
is pizza, and he makes him bleed.
Yeah, apparently.
I like my
apparently.
character, but he does in real life. He's hardcore.
Yeah. No, Lucas, no pure unadulterated violence yet. This is just the character creation stream. The
I mean, I got a window right there.
no. But anyways, the first episode 1 is going to be this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming it. I believe Crowley will be streaming it. Is there anybody else that's
Yes.
going to be streaming it besides me and Crowley?
if Taylor's not. He's not a streamer.
Okay. Well, so
Not yet.
Not yet.
So you might
I
see
did my
more
webcam
in the
test.
way of violence this Saturday. We'll see. It depends on where the story goes. Again, keep in mind where D&D is very much a stat-based mathematic system. Vampire is more of a theater production. It's more of intrigue, politics, and occasionally beating someone bloody. So, whereas D&D can lean more to more murder hobo-ish kind of tendencies depending on your style of campaign. So,
Murder hobo.
but anyways, enough of that. You can scream violence in my live chat all you want, Lucas. It's not likely to happen today. Jesus. You can tell what some of my audience wants.
Death, put it down. Put it down.
Well, then, how I'm thinking on Saturday, then, since, it's going to start with, one person, other person. Now, my question is, do you want me to do it private? Or, since we're streaming it, are we just going to have everyone watch the other people play?
Well, what I've been telling my viewers is if they want to have the inside baseball on my character, they probably should watch my stream. If they want the inside baseball on Crowley's character and his prospects and his secrets, they should probably watch his stream. But please don't share spoilers cross streams. If you're watching both streams and you find out a cool thing about Crowley's character, I don't want it showing up in my live chat. And I expect the reverse is going to be true too. I mean, we don't need that kind of contamination. I can handle inside character information to a degree, but
Yeah.
everyone has a point where the back of their mind, they'll remember out of character information and they might act on it not without even thinking in character.
Right.
It's a poisonous fruit, and it's hard to not take a bite. So the whole point is we got
It's
to
like
try
a vampire. Hey!
but I'm ching
Zing.
as yeah.
Well,
So
okay. All right.
but
the reason why is I'm a little worried about, since Taylor's not streaming, I don't think Death is streaming, so that's why I'm curious. Like, are we gonna?
I'm okay with sharing everything openly if we want to.
Yeah,
do
I can
that.
just leave the room. I don't even. If we don't want to have that cross
But
information.
it's something that I think it should be a choice for everybody involved, because I know a lot of characters in Vampire work best when they can keep secrets from other players. So I'm gonna allow that to be the group's decision. But I'm fine with it being all out in the open, but I'm also fine with it being segmented. I just need to go ahead and when there's a long one-on-one with the GM where I'm not included because I'm streaming, I've got to find something else to fill that time with for my audience.
Right.
And
Yeah, that was.
I realized with that one-on-one and how long it took that it was a lot of dead time. And while I love talking with my chat, I don't want to bore them either. So I'll have to find something else to do.
I think it might just be easier for us to get that cross contamination. I think that's just going to be the way of the beast. That's just going to be the easiest way, I think.
How do you feel about that, Taylor and Broder Death?
I kind of figured that's how it was gonna go. Just unfortunately, due to the fact that the several people will be streaming it, so it'll be pretty
Yeah.
hard to not.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're all adults here. I think we can try to the best of our abilities not to cheat. You know?
Don't be meta pieces of shit.
All right.
Well, that's fine with me. I mean, usually that's how it is, anyways, when you do it, because usually it's in person, so
Yeah.
you're all there anyways. So
Yeah.
it is
Usually in
gonna start
person,
out-
you can jot a quick note down on a scrap piece of paper and toss it off to the
right.
storyteller. So this would be something that if we have something that we want to necessarily not be public information, we have to pop open the chat here, have it go ahead and be set to Catherine, and do that direct message to her if we want something to not be very public in that instance. So
But my plan, basically, how it's gonna go, especially because now I know everyone wants to play. I'll still have to figure out with ET what she's doing. But it seems like it's obviously gonna start out with solo, but by the end of the session, it might be. I might have it paired off. I might be able to get two people together, and then I'll figure out what ET's gonna do. But by the end of the session, at least it'll be in duos and not just solo anymore.
And if we're lucky, even more than duos?
Maybe, but we'll see how it goes. That's kind of, unfortunately, I only have so much power over what you guys do. So.
Yes, I appreciate you not just railroading us together.
I hate railroading. I hate it. So.
Hey, have you guys heard about Ty's Pizzeria? It's a great place.
Exactly.
That's a reference now you get.
So you all wake up and you've lost all your memories, and you think that you're in a maze with several people you didn't previously know.
And then you see there's pizza all around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the only time I see railroading being necessary is if we're doing like a one shot. Then sorry, you're all gonna have to start together.
Yeah.
But since this is gonna be a continuing thing, I'm not.
Or you're doing a very narrow module or something like that. It's just going to be the nature of the beast in that situation.
Yeah, but since it's Chicago, and you guys are you're gonna meet each other eventually, whether I force it or not, just because of the nature of the beast of the city. So I'm not worried about it.
All it takes is the prince go ahead and demanding everyone show up for an important announcement, and the likelihood of running into each other increases exponentially.
Yep.
I'm listening. What more do you want?
It's lewd death, gosh.
All right. Well then, I think you're set. You're set. Everyone's set. Everyone's got their characters except for ET, so I'll have to work with.
Do you want a copy of our character sheets, by the way?
Oh, you know I would. Yeah, just
right.
to make my life easier, just so I can then kind of match you with, because you all have sires, so I only have gotten 2 people set on sires, so it'll make my job easier.
I'll go finish my bio and stuff, and I'll send that over to you.
Yeah, whenever. You got time. Right. Don't worry about it.
And then,
got a few days.
Of course, those first few points that we have to distribute, I think it was like 15 points that you get an experience starting out.
No, not unless you're a higher generation. Since you guys are 13th, you don't get any extra points.
Okay. And
if you were like a 10th or 11th, you get like 15 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I think you guys are all set.
Okay.
All right. Don't forget your costumes, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Yeah, we'll get Taylor a webcam. We'll get him his stuff. As I said to Meltman earlier, I mean, I'm gonna be playing a bunch of different characters, so I'm just gonna have fun when I dress up. You know. I'm just gonna whatever. I got
One day a
Pony
clown
Falls.
costume.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Before the stream start, I did go ahead and share with Catherine Astoria one DM, because DMs have to play so many different characters. What he did was each important NPC had a different hat. So literally, as he was a man that wore many hats as a DM, he had all these different stylish hats. So you always knew who you were talking to based on what hat he was wearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should pop
Oh,
so nothing like seeing a big burly man wearing a sun hat,
Right.
you know, with flowers on it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Taylor. I got it.
Yep.
I mean,
no,
yours
not a
is-
video game, Filato. No. The Bloodlines 2 is coming out sometime this year, and I will be covering that. But you know,
have you seen the clan introduction videos?
No, I haven't yet.
All right.
I'm gonna have to see them, aren't I?
They haven't done all of them, but I definitely want to show you at least one obvious one.
One obvious one.
Obviously why I'm sending it to you. So,
Okay.
they're really neat.
The next time we do a one-on-one, I'll watch it then. That way, that'll be a great way to fill that empty space where you're talking to someone else. I'll save it for then.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you the link just so you have. I mean, there's all of them there, but there's the one that matters.
All right.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you so much.
Yeah, but you can find them all. I really like them. I think they did a great job. My favorite is the Torador one, honestly. I love it. I'm not even a huge fan of Torador, to be crazy. To be
They
honest
just did a
with you.
good job of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did have a quick question regarding Blood Sorcery Rank 1.
Right.
I had a choice between Corrosive Vitate or Taste for Blood.
Right. Yeah.
Considering the Bloodhound merits, would it be probably because I have a limited ability to deal damage? Would Corrosive Vitate be a bigger asset for me than Taste for Blood, or can I take both?
You can only have to pick one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, Corrosive Vitae is a really good way to go. Not just because of, it's a good way to deal damage. One, it protects yourself, and two, once you become more gifted in the arts of blood magic, it usually is a requirement to have that one already. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd go with that one.
All right. So, okay. So, no listed experience, no listed haven, no listed weapons or possessions. Well, yeah, considering my character special is going to be basically dropped on a doorstep, that makes a lot of sense.
I did mention this to Crowley. No, I'm not nitpicky about possessions and equipment. Look, if your character has a gun, they have a gun. I'm not going to argue with that. If your character has, I don't care. Wallet, keychains, car, whatever. I'm not gonna fight you on that. You have what you have. If you have a motorcycle, you got a motorcycle. I don't care about you having to fight that with me. Just what makes sense for your character to have.
I own 15 Lamborghinis.
There you go.
Yeah. So when I go ahead and activate my thermonuclear missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
DM
limits,
said.
obviously, but
Yeah.
at the same time, within reason, I think is what you're going with here.
Exactly. If it makes sense for your character to have, and obviously if you tell me in story you're pulling out something ridiculous, I'll just tell you no. I don't care. Too bad, so sad. I'm God.
Yeah, as any good storyteller or games master should. If it's within reason, they'll let you get away with it. But if it's something that you're pulling out of your ass,
Yeah. Exactly.
okay.
And I some of you have a lot more resources than others, so I'll be even more lenient with those ones. So.
Yeah. So, given that I did get, due to the nature of my Predator, I did get that 1 dot of resource, and given the nature of the background that I went with, how do you feel that resource would best be described? Would it be just effectively resources that were granted to me from my adopted sire?
That's what I was thinking, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just to make your whole backstory easier for all of us. Yeah, I figured that you would get great resources granted through them.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you'll never be able to take advantage of it, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'd rather you know that you have it and be able to use it, so...
Okay.
Yeah. There is someone I want in particular I want to send something to real quick while we're talking about equipment.
Hmm.
Alright. Here we go.
Full Auto tell me how he misses his own old LARP gangrel soldier.
Heck yeah. I love Gangrel. I love all of them. I say that about everybody.
Yeah.
They're all fun to play.
I almost played one. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crowley playing a wild thing. Why does that not surprise me?
This, for this person, is going to be very important. There's that. Let me space it out.
Lucas, question. What if the items are ridiculous and within reason? Well, that sounds like a very ridiculous reason to have that item.
That sounds like a ridiculous question to me.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
right.
yep, Lucas likes asking these outside the box style questions. It's just his nature. So, yeah. So I would say it was
Alright.
going to be the
I sent
storyteller's
that
call at
person
that point.
a picture of sorts, and so I'll explain how weapons and that kind of stuff works, just so you guys know.
Okay.
Because it is a little different than how the game used to be. They dumbed it down, which is honestly really nice because the old version was kind of redundant. So
Okay.
obviously it depends on the level of the weapon, but you have let's say a light impact. Think of a baseball bat, a crowbar. It has a damage value. It's usually like a +1. So what that means is you roll your dice. Let's say you have a dice pool of your strength is a 3 and your melee is a 3. You have a dice pool of 6. You roll your dice pool. Let's say you have anything a 1 to 5 is a failure. A 6 and up is a success. With all your dice, you have 2 successes. That means you're dealing 2 points of damage, and with the that weapon deals a +1, so that makes it 3 points of damage. Let's say you're using a heavy claymore. It deals 4 points of damage. Dice pool, you get 5 successes. And then on top of that, it deals an extra 4 damage. You dealt 9 points of superficial damage.
A claymore is in a sword, or as the thing that goes boom?
Usually it's a sword.
Okay, I was
No.
hoping so. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get blown the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a campaign where shape charges have been a major factor, but at the same time, it sounds like something that you would expect a vampire hunter to bring to the table more than a
Right,
vampire.
explosives work a little differently. Don't worry about that. That's all on me. That's you guys don't have to worry about the damage for that. It is what it is. So it's
No, it's
all
a
the
flat
rolling.
value.
The only thing that you have to roll about when it comes to putting explosives, you have to roll your demolitions to did you do it successfully. If you did it successfully, then all the rest of it is on me when it goes off. It deals what it does. And let's just say it usually just kills them on the spot, especially if it's like, something ridiculous.
Like if, for instance, you're Nosferatu with 10 pounds of C4.
Right. Right. So, yeah, that's all on me. You just have to make sure that you set it up correctly. So that's where your dice come in for that.
Okay.
So, the combat will be explained again once it comes down to it, especially because I don't think you guys will be fighting each other, but heck, I don't know. Maybe you will. I don't know. I'll try. I don't like to encourage PvP player on player, but if it makes sense and it happens, then such is the nature of the beast,
Yeah, as the
But it's
story
never-
unfolds.
Right, but it's never something that I will make, happen. It's just, sorry, if one of you guys piss off the other one and I had nothing to do with it, then, well, I'm just going to let it happen. Sorry, you probably shouldn't have tried to eat that person or whatever happened. But I'm never going to encourage it, so. And with what you guys all are, I don't see why I'd ever have to. We don't really have any people on contradicting sides. You guys are all basically just starting out new and confused.
Yeah, we don't have any Ventures.
Yeah, if there was a Ventru and then Crowley playing a Bruja, I'd be a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Ventru, like giving orders. Bruja, the fucking order. No.
Yeah. So don't have to worry about that.
You just tell me something to do, boy.
Yeah.
Then here comes the coercion roll. Oh boy.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, that's so
Everything is
for
clean.
good. So that's really all I got for you guys. Thank you for working with me. Sorry, I know it always takes a long time making characters. You know how it is. So
No, it's
I
no big
appreciate
deal.
if we are gonna then, if everyone's gonna be seeing what everyone's doing, then that's fine. That doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I do think the stream will benefit for it. I do.
All right.
That way, because if Brother Death and Taylor aren't streaming, that's going to be a huge amount of time that people are going to miss. So,
Yeah.
That was really my main concern.
The people want to know the lore. Damn it.
Lore,
Give it to 'em.
lore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's once again, I'll leave that up to the streamers, though. I'm just in charge of making this thing happen. So.
And we are grateful for that. Thank you.
Oh yeah, this has been a blast, and we haven't done anything.
Well, I'm excited. I really am. I think it'll
I
be
do
fun.
have
you guys...
more personal questions when this is over.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, don't worry about it. We can get through all that. But yeah, I'm done. You guys, from now to Saturday, if there's anything you need to know, I do work, but I'm usually home around our time, 6:30. Your guys' time, what is that, 3:30, depending where you are. So, yeah, I'll probably not get to answer you till the evening. But if you have any questions,
All right.
just let me know.
No,
Anything you wanna
I think that.
change,
I think everything is covered. The only thing that I didn't get locked in is ambition for the character, which you said we'd probably suss out through role play.
Right, especially for you.
Yeah. So, the whole tabula rasa kind of situation.
Oh, you can put, so on the top where it says like your name, blah blah, it says Chronicle. You can put in the Lost Tribe.
The Lost
For
Tribe.
that's the name of the story. That's all that is. So the name of this, it's Vampire the Masquerade's The Lost Tribe is what we're playing. So that's all that is.
Okay. All right. Do you need since we finished effectively character creation, do you need any characters to be sent to you for archival reasons or anything like that?
If you could, yeah, just by now and Saturday, if I could get a copy. I just want it just to kind of help me I want to know better what your sires are going to be. Some of you have already been determined, some of you haven't been, so if I could just get that and kind of better perfect who your sire might be based on who I'm looking at.
Okay.
Because usually, yeah, I mean, what's on your paper is usually pretty close to what your sire can do, especially the disciplines, so
Okay.
that's my only concern. Just
All
so
right.
I know who your daddy or mommy is.
Oh, mommy.
Mommy.
I think it's a vamp mommy in my case.
Mommy Bruja. Oh, I couldn't even imagine. 8 foot tall? Holy shit.
Oh, you don't piss off mama.
Oh, yeah,
She lay you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that Resident Evil lady.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Mama.
7 foot of kick your ass.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time, and I look
appreciate
forward to
yours.
Saturday. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and if Zoom's a problem, then like I said, we can try Discord. I got it all.
The connection is 1,000 times better now than when it
Oh, yeah.
started. So we probably just had a rough connection at first.
I turned on my VPN, so it might have made it better. So.
Well, if that's
I don't know.
what changes, I think that maybe next time we might want to start with that. Because
That's what I'm guessing.
it is like a night and day difference, because you were having moments where you were cutting out and your connection would wibble wobble all over the place.
Right,
And that
yeah.
now it's coming through much clearer.
Yeah.
So
All right, I'll just make sure it's on then next time,
Okay.
so we don't have any problems. And I might have Taylor turn on his too.
all right. To my viewers, thank you so much for tuning in for the session 0 of the Vampire Masquerade campaign. Again, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or I believe it would be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on where you are in the world. Please adjust for your time zone. Again, you can follow me if you want to watch on my end, or again, let me put a quick shout out for Crowley.
Oh, bless your little cotton socks.
Follow him too if you want to go ahead and watch from his angle as well, and we will go ahead and see you then. I will go ahead and do a brief intermission, then I will be switching to other content for the rest of the night, because yeah, as you guys know, I don't stop after just a couple hours. I tend to go ahead and go way too long. Maybe not as long as
Hell yeah,
Crowley sometimes.
I have a problem.
I go ahead and finish my stream, raid him, go ahead and go to bed, get
I was
up.
gonna raid you last night, but you stopped before I could. And then Canton came online, and we played a little bit For Honor.
Yeah.
And then he went to bed, and nothing else happened.
So, again, if you were only here for Vampire the Masquerade, thank you so much for being here. I don't know entirely what I'll be switching to next, but I've got a list of games that I still need to get through. So thank you so much for watching, folks. And I hope you enjoy the upcoming Vampire Masquerade streams again on Saturdays.